Okay, record. Now we're recording. Now I'm going to screen share. Okay. So like I said in the intro, I do apologize. Thanks for dealing with that. Thank you. This is going to be kind of run by you guys, but at the same time, I'm just going to roll through what I generally do. Okay. And I do apologize. I went to the school to use my school desktop because it's bigger and I love it more than my personal one. And there's no internet. Welcome to the land of technology. Now, if I could find my correct screen. Okay. So I wish somebody else could be in charge of getting all these people on, because I can't see the tab anymore. Hold on. Participants. There we go. Admit. Okay. I think we're good. All right. I'm not looking at anybody because I'm sharing my screen. So here we go. So the way I'm just going to bring you guys into my Google Drive. Shrink that down. Hide them now. Go away. Okay. And this is how I use my drive. So basically you go here, and I call this a waffle. Because it's like a waffle bar. Here's all your stuff, and drive is really important. So we click on drive and we go to all of our stuff. The first thing I'm going to teach you, just really simple for people who don't know how to do it, is just to make a new folder. So you click on new and you just click on folder. And I'm going to call this one Cues for Fun. Boom. I'm going to create it. Okay. It's going to come down here, but it's also going to go over to my drive. My drive has tons of folders. Basically, it's the new desktop for your entire. So I know in South San Pete, we're getting rid of Microsoft Word, unless you absolutely need it. But this is basically like Microsoft Word stuff. As you can see, here's my folder and here's my folder. They're the exact same folder, so you can open them either place. But let's pretend that inside of this folder, I want to create a subfolder. So I can click on it and then I can create a new folder. So let's say that I'm going to take Tara Daniel's class and I want to write, I don't know, whatever. She's going to give me a whole bunch of stuff. So now inside of Cues for Fun, Tara is in there. Let's say I want to change the color. I click on the folder. If I'm on a Mac, I click Control and then right click, and I'm going to change the color because that's more fun, right? So I'm going to make it blue. And then I'm going to change Tara's to, Tara, if you can hear, what color do you want? We can't hear you.
Ooh, a pretty teal color.
A teal. There you go. Boom. So Tara, and then I can add stuff. Let's pretend that I have, okay, that's that. Okay. And then I just click that out. That's just a really quick intro to making folders. So like in my team, we have 6th grade team and everything inside of it. So I just have office hours and Zoom codes. Remember that, Tara? 8th grade, I have 6th grade quarterly awards. Oops, that's in the wrong spot. Watch this. I'm going to click on this, pick it up and drag it into 6th grade team. Now that should be there because I had it in the wrong place. One quick thing, let me just show you, ignore all the names of the humans because it's illegal for you to see them, but you guys are all FERPA certified. So there you go. So we do a quarterly awards thing, and this is one good thing to be able to collaborate with other teachers. We write all the teachers' names here. We do 1st quarter academics, 1st quarter citizenship, 1st quarter most improved, then 2nd. And this is just a live doc. And we just share it with each other. I think people are trying to get into this meeting, so give me 1 second and admit a few more. Okay. Here comes somebody else. Oh, heavens. That's the one thing about this that is not awesome. So it looks like people are in. Okay. So you can copy the link and share it, and that's really easy, but you make everybody an editor that needs to edit it. Okay? And then you can share it with them. And then at the beginning or the end of each quarter, we just reshare it so people will get a remembrance, and then they'll go click. And then another thing, if you don't know this is just really easy. If you click Command to F, that means find. So let's say you want to give an award to Jimmy, but you don't want to give him an award again. You just type in Jimmy and it's not highlighting. Let's say you wanted to give an award to Carly and you're like, oh, dang it, it highlights her. Do you see that? So you can find anything on a document. That's any document on any computer or any screen. Command F or Control F, depending on what computer you're using. Okay, so I'm going to get out of there. Boom. And I'm back to my home area. Okay, so I've got my 6th grade. I've got all my stuff, and I can reorder, or they order themselves in alphabetical order. Okay, so that's the first thing. Before I get started, are there any questions that anybody has that you want to ask right now? Like things that you're like, oh, I hope that she teaches such and such. I don't know how to even see anybody right now talking. Let's see. There we go. Sorry, like I said, I usually run this on my iPad. Okay, then I'll just keep going. All right. So the other thing, I teach English. And by the way, don't get overwhelmed. If you're really good at using Google, then you may not even need to be in this class. But if you want, my objective, I would say just choose one thing that you learned today and take that and try and do it. So if you want to be more organized, folders and subfolders with color codes is a good place to start. Okay. We're going to talk about, I teach English. So I'm going to go here to my English class. And inside of it, I have tons of stuff. So I have a Halloween, punctuation, tons and tons
Can
and
I
tons. Yeah, go ahead.
can I just ask for one thing that to go over? Sorry, if
Yep.
you could teach the color coding. I'm
Of the
pretty good,
folders?
but I've never seen the color coding before. But just when you get there, it's totally fine.
You mean to color a folder? Like this? So we've got a folder. You just, it's basically a left click. If you have a Mac, you click Control.
Yes.
And then go right here to change color. And then just click on it. So let's do red because this is a discipline folder. Okay. But notice I haven't had to discipline anybody since 2018. So that's good. Anyway, there's just lots of stuff. So I do a main folder. So I teach Spanish and English are my main subjects. And inside of them are all of my stuff. So it pulls it here on the side, but it also puts it here. These are the exact same folders. So like Dia de las Madres, like Mother's Day, is purple because that's a mommy color, right? And then anything, and I can just make a folder. And then even within folders, so see how there's a person on this? You can even share folders. So you can share this with anybody that you want. Say, like I would never share this with students, but these are like vocabulary words and pictures and stuff. I don't share it with students, but like with colleagues maybe. But here's something to always remember. Let's pretend I made this folder and I shared it with you. At some point, if I delete it, unless you make a copy, it will go away. Okay. So you will not ever get it. So you have to make copies, which there's a lot of stuff to teach. So I've been working for 4 years with Google Drive exclusively. Like I don't even remember the last time I got on Microsoft Word. Okay. The reason I like Google Drive is because I can start something at home. Like I'll do my bell ringer. For one of the things that's changed really for me is my bell ringers. So this is last year's bell ringer. So sometimes I'll get an idea in the middle of the night or whenever. And the bell ringer is a running document. This is a link on my Canvas page Canvas is a little weird right now, right, Jody? Because it's all kind of closed down. So I'm gonna have to go back into my archived things, and my computer's running slow. So just be patient. So if I go to my Canvas course from last year, I'll go to English. I click on here, and making a Canvas page in and of itself is just a whole nother thing to embed an image and the cute lines. Don't worry about it. But, oh, this is not my one from last. Sorry. This is not. See, they took away all of our courses. I realized that this morning. I apologize. Second semester Spanish. Come on. It was supposed to be that one. Oh, that's because I'm not in 2020. Hang on. Oh, they're gone. No, they got to be at the bottom. 2020. Here we go. So, English. Come on. There we go. That's the one I want. Even if I start it, it won't come back because it's taken away. So, we're going to go to pages real quick. This is totally different. It's all changed because of Corona. And I will teach you what I did do in a second. There's really a ton to learn. So I don't want to do too much. That's the problem. Because I know people like Tara are on here. By the way, go to her class next. Whatever she teaches is awesome. But I'm just going to go to my original homepage. Homepage. So you can make pages in Canvas, and then you make them your homepage. Come on. Oh, boy. Here we go. This is it. This is just your normal one. So you've got a picture of books. You got my UE webpage. That is not it. I apologize. Go back one more. It's the one at top. So that's another thing is when I first started making that page, I didn't know how to do stuff. Now I do. During COVID, blah, blah, blah. So you know this is the most accurate. So find my disclosure document here. Find class rules here. Find English 6 Google site here. Find the bell ringer here. This is the reason I like Google Docs, okay? So I'm gonna click here on the bell ringer. And let me give you a couple reasons I use it. It says, 1, use this if you're absent or can't see in class. So let's pretend we don't have school in the fall, like real school, or kids come halftime or whatever. The cool thing is this is a running document. So I just went from there and clicked straight on it, okay? Let's see that again. I went from Canvas, click this link. This indicates that there's a out link. I click on this and it brings me right to my bell ringer, which was the thing we were just on back here. View. Right there. That was the same, that is the exact same thing we were on. So one awesome pro about docs, they are live. They are live, okay? So I can type on this. Becca is cool. And then I can go right on back to Canvas. Watch, I'm gonna click on this link. It's gonna open up another one. It literally is the same one, but watch what's gonna pop up. Becca is cool. So what just happened is because this is a live document, I do not have to go, cancel, I don't care about it. I don't have to go into my Canvas page and keep changing it. That is the #1 use that I love Google Docs. Okay, so let's say like that teacher last time, I have my class rules right here. They're a Google Doc, okay? So I'm here on my Google Doc and maybe it says we will always be honest. Oopsie, I just go in and edit it and then the kids logged on at home with their parents, they're reading it, whatever. And then they just click on it and I made the edit at home. I don't know if that makes sense, okay? So I'm gonna teach you how to, I'm assuming everybody wants to know how to do that, okay? So I'm gonna start from scratch. Boom, I have a brand new Google Doc. We're gonna call it Q's trial period. This is not pretty. I apologize. I'm an English teacher. This should all be correct. Okay, so I'm writing stuff here and we'll edit it later. I'm going to share. Share settings are critical. If you're taking notes, this is something, if you're not used to this, you need to make sure you take notes on this part. So you clicked on share. So I'm going to go back and do that again. Okay. Click share. Right now, I'm the only one that can see it. Notice my picture. That's me. That's my school account. That's me. I'm going to share this right now with Tara Daniels. Or I'm not going to share it with Tara. I'm going to be the only editor. I want to just copy my link. However, it's really important for my share settings. Ugh. They have viewers comment. Got it. I don't want that. Change. Okay. So hold on. I apologize. They've changed stuff ever since school got out.
I was just going to say, Google
What did you say, Tara?
just updated this. This looks different. This is new.
It totally does. Okay, but you can. Okay, so I'm going to change it to this right here. Anyone with link. That is the one you want. Because here's what's going to happen. Your students are going to go home and they're going to log in on their parents' computer and they're not going to be logged in on their school one. So this says anyone with the link. Very important. Anyone on the internet with this link can view. You can let them comment depending on the assignment, but I don't necessarily want them to comment because then kids get crazy and they're like, this is stupid or whatever. You do not want them to be an editor, but you want them to be a viewer. Okay. So I'm going to copy this link. The link is copied, it says. And then I'm going to go into, let's say I go into Canvas. Okay. And I want to put it on my home page. Well, actually, I'll just make a new assignment, okay? Or an announcement. I'll make an announcement. Okay, so let's pretend that you have, don't forget, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know if I can make one right now because this is inactive. I'll make a new assignment, okay? So I'm going to go to assignments. Technically, I'm going to go to modules first. I'm going to go to modules. So Canvas and this go hand in hand. So this is where, so I'm going to make a new, oh man, it's not going to let me, Jody, is it? Ugh. I'm going to go into my sandbox. This is lame. Summer is not a good time to do this. I'm going to make it, let's start from the top. I'm going to make a module, okay? I click here, make a module. Let's call it Q's Rules. Okay? I'm going to add a module. This is fake. This is a sandbox. This is not a real published course. And I'm going to click plus and I'm going to make a new assignment. And this one is going to be, assignment name is going to be called Tara, don't forget to do your homework. Oh, and they can't be, oh, what is happening?
It's summer. You shouldn't be giving me homework.
Okay, so I'm going to call it that, and I'm just going to add the item. Okay, so you guys, if you don't know Tara Daniels, she knows all this stuff a billion times better than I do. I don't know why she's in this class. I do want to publish it, okay? But notice there's nothing on this assignment. So I go and I click on it. Come on. There's nothing on it. Now I want to edit it, okay? So let's pretend I want to say, go to this link and make your own version of why Q's rocks. Insert a picture and an essay. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to insert a link. You see my link? Did you see that? Let's do that again. This is a link. Click Control V, but there's two things you can do right now. You can just leave this as a page that you are on. I'm going to delete my bell one. You can leave this as this, or you can create this as an assignment you want kids to be able to do stuff with, okay? But the problem is, if you give them editing rights to it, it will become theirs and they will ruin your original. So I'm going to teach you really quick how to make a forced copy. I just deleted all those words up to where it said edit, push copy, and insert link. And then you can even copy this and you go here and you just call it, oopsie. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna call it stuff. Insert a picture, an essay here. Hold on one sec. Let me copy this. I'm gonna X that out. And then I'm gonna put this right there. And that's how you hyperlink. Okay. So right here, they click on that. So now at the end, I'm gonna put it for 10 points. It's under assignments. I do want to count it toward their final grade. Submission, they need to do an online submission, right? Text entry. Technically, it should be a file upload because they're uploading this. Plagiarism review, you can do that. Group assignment, peer review. Do I want to sync it to Power School? Yes, I would click that normally, and it's due whenever. Let's just say it's due on June 17th. It'll probably tell me it's not allowed because this is even a real class. We'll see what happens. I opened it today, and I'm going to close it June 17th. So if you're new to Canvas, which you shouldn't be, but maybe you are, it's telling you that that's your date. Now I know this isn't a Canvas class, but they definitely work hand in hand. So I save it. Boom. Now this is in the class assignments on their to-do list, and they can literally come in here and they click on this link and watch. Ba-ra! It forces them to make a copy. Forces them. Boom. I'm writing stuff here, so then they write stuff. Now, let's pretend you don't want to force them to make a copy, okay? Let's go here. This is my original, okay? I'm going to share it again. I'm going to get that link. I'm going to get my link. Copy link. And let's pretend I don't want them to copy it. I want them just to add to it, but I want them to have access to it. So instead of doing, I'm not getting any feedback from anybody, but that's okay. So you're going to go to this link, and instead of it, I'm going to put this link. I highlight that, click, boom, paste it in, insert link, and now I save it. Okay. So this is a different assignment. It's really the same assignment. It's different way to give it. So I'm a student. I come here. I'm like, oh my word, I got to do some homework. My name's Tara. Go to this link and make my own version of Why Q's Rocks. Click. And then I'm going to say Q's Rocks. And then I don't have to be the owner now. Because as long as I have the link, which I do, because I can't spell. It's in the summer and people, stop it. And people, I know that spelled wrong, want to be better teachers. Even though they don't get paid for it. Are getting budget cuts. Let's put that on. Thanks, Corona. Okay, so boom. So that's mine. And now here's the beauty. Okay, are you ready? Let's pretend I am the teacher. I want to make sure everybody did this. Now, on a side note, just FYI, that's not a really great thing because you could create a discussion and do the exact same thing. But just for fun, you're in here and your students are whatevering, okay? You are the teacher. You want to see who's done things. Version history, boom. You click on version history, you see version history, and you can see what Rebecca just did and what she did. So at 9:22, she made this doc. And then this is what she wrote, and it puts different colors. So if I were to collaborate, once again, like how that we have that English, the 6th grade one collaboration, you can see that. Okay, does that make sense? I'm going to give you a quick example of what I used at the very end of last year to help all students access stuff quick. So we made an 8th grade slideshow. I made this slideshow in iMovie, okay? But we shared it via Canvas, but I downloaded it to Google. So here's the thing. It doesn't matter who has, like, as long as they have the link, they can see this slideshow. Does that make sense? Okay, I feel like there's two things happening here. Hold on. Oh, people are chatting. Okay, so I just saw that she wants to make a folder within a folder. Okay, let me go back. And you guys, please chime in. You're welcome to open up your speaker. I am not looking at the chat and I'm not looking at your faces because all I can see is my screen. So a folder within a folder, okay? So I'm gonna do a folder right here. Actually, I'm gonna make a new one because I actually have to do this for next year because I'm now teaching a new subject, reading. Click, let's make it, it's in alphabetical order, right? So it should be, hopefully it didn't go into English. If you are on this folder, yep, it went into English. Oh no, what shall I do? I shall pick it up and move it. I'll just move it down to here and just pop it in there. Should have gone. No, it didn't. Or you can delete it and start over, but you don't necessarily want to delete your stuff because let's pretend, no, it's in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my reading folder. I have tons of, I'll just make, I don't know where it went, but it's somewhere. So I'm gonna make a new folder called reading. Come on. Reading, and I'm just gonna put 6 there. And then, so I'm gonna color it. Come on, it should fall, it should, oh, you know why? It's because I'm on my English, that's why. Delete that.
But what if your folder was full of stuff?
No, you don't need to delete it. I'm just doing it because it's easy. If it's full of stuff, you can literally pick up and move it.
But
So
you lost it. You couldn't find it.
no, it's here. Watch, I'll just search it.
Search it. You just search it up there.
Reading, right here. So there it is. So now that I'm in reading, oh, see, it's under quotes. I can move this by saying move to, and I'm just going to move it into out of quotes and just into my drive.
It was under quotes because you dragged it to the quotes
Yeah,
file.
right. Yeah. So now I'm going to change reading. What color? Anybody want to chime in? What color should we do? Reading is my new thing next year. We'll do it the pretty Terra green. Okay. Inside of reading, so I'm going to do the control, and I'm just going to click on it, and I'm going to add new folder. This one's going to be called book reports. Okay. And then now you can see inside, I'm just building my folders. I'm going to do another one. I just did control, and then I'm going to do another one. A new folder in reading would be, let's say, grammar. Okay. There's another one. Oh, poop. What? Oh yeah, okay. My computer is just being really slow. I thought it went inside of that. So new folder, another one, prefixes, suffixes. And then my last folder that I'm gonna call is going to be called, mythology. Because apparently I do something with mythology, I heard, right, Tara? Anyway, okay.
Hey, Becca,
Yeah.
there's somebody waiting in your meeting room. Can you let them in?
Yeah, let me see.
Okay.
Thanks. I don't know how to tell. This is weird because sometimes you can't. Oh, Belene's in there and somebody else. Admit all. Okay. Okay, you all sound much better. Okay, very nice. Okay, so there's that. If somebody really wants me to teach them something that I'm not doing, tell me. Okay, this is how I use it in English. This is my favorite way. Oh man, somebody's waiting again. Hang on. No, she's just joining. Okay. So my favorite thing, so I'm going to go up to English. Oh, hang on. Come on. She must be in. Right? Okay. All right. So I'm going to go up to English. And let's say that I give them a topic. Okay. Like I say, we're going to write a persuasive essay on something. Let's do Valentine's Day. Okay. So I did one on Valentine's. To keep Valentine's or to get rid of. No, yeah, that's fine. No, it wasn't that. It was Halloween. I apologize. Let's go to Halloween. So Halloween, to get rid of Halloween or to keep it. Boom. So I have a PowerPoint. So I'm going to just take you through it. Okay. I have a PowerPoint. It doesn't matter what's on my PowerPoint. I'm going to teach you 3 or 4 things in these next 10 minutes. Okay. I have a bunch of articles for my stuff on Google. Okay. I've created these. And like I said, so this one right here is just an embedded article from Newsela. So it is actually, it'll take me straight to Newsela if the article still works. Okay. So I have my students, I have to log in, blah, 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 blah. So my students can go straight to that article from my PowerPoint. But let's pretend I want to go on, I'm going to go on to Canvas. Okay, I pretend I'm in my English box or in my English class. I'm going to create another module. Oops, they're right here. And I'm going to make a new module because I need to. We're going to call it Halloween. Okay. In my Halloween class, I want to make a page. So I'm kind of teaching you guys how to do both things. I want to add a page. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to make a new page. This one's going to be called Halloween. And this is my favorite part. Okay. So I have my Google Slides, but it's like, where do I house them? How do I allow my students to see them? Right here. So there's this slide right here. Slideshow. Okay. Forget what's on it. It doesn't matter what's on it. I'm going to go to File. I learned this at USET last year, not this last year, but a year ago. And I was like floored. I'm going to Publish to Web. If you want to take notes, this is where you do it. This is how you get it in an embed code. Okay. So you go File, Publish to Web. It will ask you are you sure? And you want to say embed. Push publish. Are you sure? Yeah, I really do want to. And then it's going to give me an embed code. I'm going to Command C, which is copying it, right? Then I'm going to go over here to my Canvas Halloween page. This is really important. I do not know how to talk HTML, but Canvas does. So I come up here and I click on HTML and I Control or Command V, which is paste. Then I click back. Are you ready? If you've never seen this, it's legit. Watch. My Halloween slideshow's right there. I push, and I can add this to my students' to-do list. So let's pretend we're starting it on October 22nd. I know this is June. I can stick it on their to-do list. I click Save and Publish, very important. Okay? So I've got my save, I've got my publish. And now my students can come in here and let's pretend I have a sub or something. They can literally just click right through every single slide. Boom, 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 boom. There's your parts of a story. You're going to write a story, blah, blah, blah. Got it? Okay, so if you don't believe me, watch, we're going to do it again. I'm going to go back to my Halloween. I'm going to say Halloween is scary. And I'm going to name it. It has to save right here. See, it says all changes saved. I go back here and I need to click refresh, right? Because it needs to refresh. Sometimes your students are like, it's not working. It's because they didn't refresh. What just happened? Now that is spooky. What? Halloween's scary. So if you change it, this is why I love Google Docs. If you change it here, it changes it in Canvas. You don't have to do it twice. So if you change your disclosure doc, which like on my homepage, my disclosure doc is on there, and let's pretend like at the beginning of next year, okay, it doesn't matter. I can change it. Okay. So the other thing I really wanted to show you is inside of my, oh, that thing's annoying. Okay. Right here, I'm just going to search. Let's pretend that I have a student in 4th period named Bodie Lund. He wrote a paper. It's a newsletter. This is what I have my students do. I have them write a newsletter, but I have them create a Google Doc and share it with me. How did I find that? Well, Bodie did his title wrong because it's supposed to be a 4 then a period. That's okay. But I have the power to change it because I'm the teacher and I make them give me the power. Okay. So it's usually their period. So he's in 4th period. His name is Bodie Lund. And this article or the thing that we're writing, the essay is called Gratitude. Then he shares it with me, but he's also shared it with 2 other people. Well, he's supposed to share it with 2 other people because he has a commenter or a peer editor. I am always an editor because one, if a kid deletes their whole thing, like kids delete, they don't delete the actual document. They just go in and like sometimes they'll go like even Mac, if they give them their own, so they'll go like this and then they'll accidentally go like this. Oh no, what just happened? Well, it is saving, but Google Docs are live. So I can Command Z and everything goes back. But let's say it's been too long. Let's say he comes up, he's like, Ms. Prober, everything's over. I've just worked. I can go in because I'm an editor and I can go to version history. I can see current version and I can see all the things that he did. And then I can say, restore this version, the last time he actually worked on it. Sometimes a few things are cut off, but 90% of it you can retrieve. That's why I have my students do it. So how do I do that? I have 5 minutes. Let's go. Okay, I am in Google. I'm a student. I don't want it to be in that. It does matter where you're at. So if I make a new thing, it's going to go in that English folder. I'm just going to make a brand new doc. Okay, so here I am. Okay, and I do this with my students. I walk them through this. We're going to write, okay, our very first essay, all about me. Boom. Lovely children. Click on Google Docs. Everyone here. And then in my class, I manage them by saying, if you're here, thumb up. If you're struggling, thumb to your head. Okay, or arm straight up in the air, sorry. So you're going to title it, whatever period you're in. Let's say you're in your first period, a 1 in a period, and then you put your name, Johnny Krasinski. If you guys haven't been watching Some Good News during this coronavirus, you should. Okay? That's not how he spells his name. And then we're going to call this, instead of saying really long, getting to know you, I just use one word, like me. Okay? Then immediately, so you get 5 points for putting a 1 in a period and your name. Now, on a side note, I have noticed that they get overwhelmed. So I might this year actually take it and say me as one of the things that they call their title at the beginning, then they can find it faster. Okay, then they share it. They go to the share. They share it with me as their teacher, but I'm the owner right now. And let's say they share it with Tara, a classmate. They're not going to give her editing rights because their editing rights will destroy all they've done. You can get it back, but I usually give them commenting rights. And then let's say I share this with, I know that Jody's on here. Jody, okay? Commenting rights. Those are my 2 peer, hey, thanks for being my peer editor. Have a good day. Boom. And then they send it. Now 3 people have their document. the 2 editors and the teacher. So I go in back into my docs and I search my docs and I say, he's like, I know I turned it in. I know I shared it with you. And I'm like, okay, Johnny Krasinski. Oh, crud buds. Why is it not working? I'll just call it me. What did I call it? Oh, no, it should be there because I just made it. Hello, it's because somebody's trying to get in probably. Krasinski. Becca, where did it go? Hold on. Of course, there's a snoofa. I shared it. Me, Johnny Krasinski. Did I spell it right? Okay, going back. Maybe I need to refresh. My internet has been really slow at my house lately. So maybe it hadn't refreshed. Krasin. There you go. So there it is. Pops right up. Boom. And then we can edit it. Another really good thing I like about this, okay, I have 2 minutes left, is parents will say, well, my child did X, Y, or Z. And I'm not one that's like, you're horrible children or anything, but it's really nice to catch them in a lie. I'm not trying to catch them in lies, but it's very frustrating when they lie to their parents and then their parents blame it on the teacher. You know that, right? So I can go down and I can look at the file. I can go to version history and I click on it. I see version and I can see the date we made it, which we do it in class together. And then I can see any changes that happened or didn't happen. Does that make sense? So that is pretty much my class. If you need, so I'll give you an example. Oh, I think it was this one. No, that was so this one I can look at any changes and when they were done. This is like a real one. So that person turned it in late and the parents were like, no, I know she did it. And I'm like, well, technically she started it, but then didn't work on it again until March. So February, no, I know I did. No, you didn't do anything from February 12th all the way to March 5th. That was a big eye opener for the parents, which is fine because life happens. Anyway, but I like having a backup. Okay, I'm sorry if I didn't help you. Please email me if you have questions, but that was fun for everyone. Have a great day. I think that's it. Let me jump back on here. Remotes, participants. We're all good? Questions, comments? All's well in Zion? Okay. Have a good day. Mom, if you want to stay on, I can show you about what you, the newsletter.
Okay, but it looks like you're losing a few people.
It's because
You
it's
had
over.
You had 37, but they all have to go out, don't they?
Well, yeah, because
Hey,
class is
Becca,
over. Yeah.
do you have your kids just share your Google Docs with you, or do you have them upload it to Canvas? Or is that a thing to do that?
Well, so at this point, because of the way I've learned how to use Canvas, next year I think I will have them. But I really like that they make it a Google Doc because on Canvas is very, like if they go to type on Canvas, which they do a lot. So let's say they're on Canvas and they're making something. It happens all the time that they delete their stuff or Canvas will shut down or a restricted site. And they're just like, what the heck? And I'm like, see, you should have done it on Google Docs. So anytime, so
Okay.
even into Utah Compose, I have everyone write everything on Drive, on Docs.
Okay, and then when you get all your, say you get 40 different essays from 40 different kids, do you have a folder just for that assignment?
I don't actually have them on, oh, sorry, hold on. No. Okay. I don't actually have them in a folder because what they actually do is they're just a shared with me. You can go to, not shared devices, shared with me.
Shared with me, okay.
And they're actually all in here. But really, if you just search anything, so let's do your daughter real quick. First name?
Taylor.
Taylor. So watch this. Even from last year, okay? So look, stop it. Taylor. So
Okay, yeah, okay.
I can see everything she's done still because she has an account still. So we can
Okay.
look at all of her stuff and I can help her save herself. Like, because kids always mess up their stuff. Does that make sense? And I can also go through and
Right,
see,
yeah,
look,
yeah.
you didn't actually edit that. Look at all these comments that you didn't resolve. Oh, that was one of the things
Right.
I was going to tell them.
Okay.
I like having it so then they come sit next to me and they read their thing, and then I can sit on my computer and sit there and edit it with them. I forgot to tell you guys that.
Yeah,
That's
I like that.
a really good, especially in your grade, where they can sit there and they can edit. So like, not only can their team person, but I can sit here and say, so like that's supposed to be IEDs, and then you're not supposed to have a period right there. Oh, sorry, I forgot to. I should be on suggesting. So as a teacher, it's like having a red pen. So adopted is because it costs a lot of money to train each dog. The video space states, comma, it costs about muy bien. That period doesn't go right there. It actually goes right here. And as a teacher, I just basically took my red pen and did that. And they sit next to me and they can follow along with it. Or sometimes when they're sitting at their desks, I'll just jump on one of their documents and it, you know, like say Jimmy's not doing his work. I'll jump on and be like, hey Jimmy, how's it going? And I'll see he has like 4 sentences and he'll be like, good. I'll be like, well, it doesn't look like you're doing much. So it's more versatile for me too. Does that make sense? But I don't put them in a folder. Eventually those are going to die when the student leaves our school district because they're with their school address. They will die, those documents. But because we're teachers, we have, I think, unlimited space. So I do not, I think I used to mess with them inside of my folders, but they're out of the way, like, because they're in the shared with me. They're not my actual document.
Okay.
That
Makes sense. Yeah.
So like, look, these are all shared with me when we did World War II, and these were collaborative PowerPoints. Yeah. So anyway, do you have any other questions? I feel like.
Nope, if I do, I know where to find you.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that I don't like teaching on this. This is not very fun.
It's hard because you don't have any interaction.
No, I have no idea if people have questions or, plus I was on there twice.
You did great.
Okay.
You did great. So
well, apparently still there's 14 people still. Anybody else have questions? Okay.
Okay, see ya.
Okay, bye. So Mom, if you want to stay on, I think some of these people are just off. Yeah, half of them are off. Mike Browning's on. I'll show you the newsletter real quick, Ma. Do you want to see that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so
What newsletter?
So I'm gonna have to go to my other account real quick because it's on my personal one. Let me get rid of all these tabs. Okay. You cannot minimize Zoom when you're recording this meeting. Oh, I need to